Gravity Falls was an amazing cartoon. It may have only run for 2 seasons, but its mystery and world building were revolutionary. I may have not started watching it until I was waiting on a Steven Universe hiatus, but man am I so glad I did. And of course, the show may have ended, but that was only the beginning. Members of the Gravity Falls crew have later went on to work on other cartoons, and while they were at it, they'd sometimes put in a few Easter eggs as a nod to Gravity Falls. Not only might they remind us of Gravity Falls, but also prove these shows are connected. Today, I'm going to talk about the cartoons that connect with Gravity Falls. Now, many of you might be pointing out the obvious connection that we all know about, but I'll go more into that later. First, let's talk about the other Disney cartoons that have a connection, like Star vs. the Forces of Evil. In the episode Starstruck, you see the same set of tourists that we're also seen in Gravity Falls. Not to mention, you also see Seuss at one point. Pretty much all there is to say right now about that, but there are other shows too, like The Owl House. For this, however, you gotta look more deeply into the lore of Gravity Falls. To see the connection, it's not actually one of the episodes, but rather the book. And no, I'm not talking about the journal. In the graphic novel Gravity Falls Lost Legends, you see a wanted poster of Ida the Owl Lady in the crawl space, proving that she has been here. I guess while she's been stealing junk from the human realm, she was able to make it into this place easily. But that's not all. On the next page, you can also see that there's a page about the boiling owls written in the first journal. And when you turn the page again, you can see Ida's staff in the background. I guess at some point, Ida had to go back there for Albert. It's also worth mentioning that Ida is Stan's ex-wife, which Stan would ramble about in the audio from a special feature on the DVD.
Vegas situation. Reached for the same slot machine handle and it was love at first sight. Marilyn. Pale bingo hall skin. That one weirdly sharp tooth.
And in the Owl House episode Yesterday's Lie, we hear this.
Oh, Marilyn?
If this is the alias Ida went under when she met Stan, then it would make sense that this is the same world as Gravity Falls. And for the final Disney cartoon, we have Amphibia. Now, of course, we do see a brief appearance of the journal from Gravity Falls in the first season, while in the second season, we see a frog version of Stan and Seuss. But we see the real connection in the season 3 episode When You Give a Frog a Cookie. There's a scene in this episode when they see blurred images of different worlds, and one of them happens to be the Owl House. And speaking of which, in one of the later episodes of The Owl House, we actually see a news article about Anne's disappearance. This proves that both Anne and Luce are both from the same universe, and thus the same universe as Gravity Falls. But like all great things, and Gravity Falls itself, The Owl House and Amphibia have come to an end. But at least there's Rick and Morty. That's right, I wasn't going to forget the biggest connection of all. I'm sure by now we've all seen the moment when Stan's mug and notepad get sucked into a portal. That same mug and notepad are seen falling out of a portal in Rick and Morty. Plus, it would only make sense if Rick Sanchez and Ford Pines worked together at some point. It's too good not to be true. But what do you guys think? Are there any other shows that connect with Gravity Falls? Any Easter eggs I missed? Feel free to let me know in the comments. This is Kai Smash Universe, signing out.